don't know me, my name is Nicole Colley. I'm one of the insurance line managers here. And I have had the pleasure of working with Percy for the past 16 years. I was one of those first in Percy's interview when he flew down from Canada. I think afterwards, after the interview, I think we went to Carl's House, or was that your first day?
Yes, that was the after interview.
That was the afternoon, yeah. There's not too many candidates that fly out and then we all go to lunch. So it was great. And Percy and I have worked together on the ESG team, that's the business support group, for several years. Percy onboarded as a replacement to a former ESG team member who retired. She's up there at some point, you'll see her on the slides, her Bonnie Settles. What was it, Sue?
Bonnie
It was Bonnie. So, what can I say? It's been a pleasure to work with you all these years. We've had a lot of fun memories. It's fun to see all the photos and all the things we've done throughout the years, Halloween activities here at the organization, things outside of the organization. I know you have a plethora of friends that you came in with a huge skill set. Not a lot of people did Q1 the way you do it from a knowledge perspective. And when some of our folks did retire, it's always very difficult to step into a role and not know the application. Yes, I'm in a replacement, but I don't know the system and I need to learn it and I need to get up to speed. That was never Percy. If anything, Percy taught us a lot of stuff that we didn't know on the billing side of the house when it came to Q1, but not just billing, even on the policy side. So there was an invaluable and unmeasurable amount of knowledge that he brought to the organization right away. And Percy, if we don't know, is that guy that likes to push our buttons sometimes. But it's always out of love, it's always out of respect, it's never out of, malice or anger or anything like that. I think that if anything, it challenges us to do better in our job because really at the end of the day, Percy wants you to understand the impact and the decisions we make and what we do on our systems, because at the end of the day, we're going to have to fix it down the road if we don't do it right. And Percy always had that vision. So there's a lot of visitors here today. There is a lot of our friends that are here today. I see more people still trickling in, so that's awesome. I'm going to actually turn it over to Percy's manager, and I'll turn it over to Bill.
Thank you. So those of you that know me, my name is Phil, and I'm the PMO man. I've only been here for a very short time. I'm going to turn this over to several of you that are willing to come up here and tell Percy stories. But so I've been here for a little over a year, and as you guys, I'm sure, all know, when you join this organization, it's a huge organization. There's a lot going on. My head was spinning a little bit, and Percy was one of those guys that helped slow down the spinning. He helped me a lot to get my arm around what was going on. And then I've seen that time and time again for a lot of other people on the team as well. So he's always willing to help out any teammate that needs it. Percy, has been a pleasure to know you as a friend, an honor to work with you, and I just want to wish you the best. Thank you for all your contributions. I wish you the best.
My name is Lori, and I work in the membership processing department. Percy and I never worked together, but we met in a very interesting way, and the year was 2008. Every year I go to Phoenix, so I'm flying from Phoenix to John Moore.
That's what happened.
Anyway, I fly every year from Phoenix. I was flying to Phoenix every year, so I was flying from Phoenix to John Wayne on the Southwest. And Percy was on my plane with me. He was connected. That was his connecting city. I was just flying on one leg, and he was sitting next to me. You had to take your seat. He was sitting up in the bulkhead. 2 days later, I'm walking by the elevator, and there's Percy. He recognized me immediately, and what stood out was that what I do when I fly, have a love-hate relationship. Since 1985, I've always gone in the cockpit and chatted with the pilot, and he remembered my being in the cockpit. So that's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. And I just want to say, Percy, we're going to miss you, but I wish you the best of luck in your retirement, and I hope you don't drive Laura crazy.
Hi guys, I'm Raina. Percy, I think, I don't really remember the first time I met him, other than a report, which full circle comes back to reports today. There's this thing called Rose's Report. And I'm like, who is Rose and why is it called Rose? And with acronyms, what does Rose stand for? Anyway, fast forward, years later, we kept working together. And so now, working with Percy, I've told him a million times, I think you're really one of a kind. I think it's like a purple squirrel or something, you know? That it's the passion and the commitment and dedication that you have, it really manifests and it really shows. I think everyone here can attest to that, right? So I think it's just ironic that as Percy leaves us, he's working on finishing up the retention report. And so I think it's also ironic that I think for every single one of us, you will always be retained with all of us, and what you have always made us feel special, and we've learned from you. So thank you is mine. So thank you, Percy, and don't cry.
Hi everybody, my name is Dennis Han. Before I retire, I was the payment control supervisor. So, every day we need the P1 report. Whenever there's anything went wrong, like the schedule is not working right, Percy is the person to go to. And he's very helpful, even though the subject isn't related to reporting, anything related to P1. He's not really under, as long as we ask what happened, he would go out on his way to figure out what happened and give it an answer. That is very professional, okay? And his personality, I think, is more than just friend. He is really, really kind and very, what should I say? A very he's just very self-motivated to help. Thank you. Yeah. And maybe other people have different perception about him. But I mean, to us, for sharing, I think he's a wonderful person. I mean, even though he was away from the U1 team, and when I asked him for help, he still helped us.
Hey, don't tell my boss that.
I'm about to retire.
So thank you all very much. This is really, really heartwarming, and no, I won't cry. But one thing I want to mention, Nicole mentioned about me coming here for the interview and going to Carl Strauss. But what she did not tell you was what the order. So I'm from Canada, over there, having liquid lunch is not a big thing. In fact, I used to have wine with my president in his presidential suite, in the office. Anyway, I come over here, he asked me first, what would you like to drink? So I order a beer. Then everybody else, I'll have iced tea, I'll have Coke, I'll have Diet Coke, I'll have this coffee. I said, what's wrong with this place? Little did I know that everybody was like looking, staring at me, beer? So anyway, it's a long way away, and since then I have stayed at BSG, except that our managers keep revolving around us. I kind of felt very special to have a son, so the managers keep going around you. It's been a real pleasure. I've made some really good friends over here, and it's a relationship. It's more than friendship. We will definitely keep in touch, and thank you each and every one of you. Thank you, Nicole, special thanks to Nicole, Rena, Phil, and all the other organizing committee for doing this. It's really, really special. Thank you so much.
Percy, I believe, as we spoke as part of your committee, there were several donations made to the CRY organization at your request. So, while I don't have a good gift for you, know that your gift has not tried.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.